Can't catch my breath. I'm spinning out of line. Every thought of you is wrecking my mind. I scream in silence, and no one can hear. Your name keeps crashing in my head. I'm running psycho, round and around. I hate it, then I love it, I can't let go. I'm running psycho in the middle of the night, searching for a reason not to control. Please love me just for tonight. All we do is wrong or right. I'm running psycho in the middle of the night. Psycho, I'm running psycho. Psycho, I'm running psycho.
I hate this new Facebook thing. I'm putting a post on Facebook right now. and like the new Facebook thing lately has been like anytime you go on Facebook, it like silences everything like music related. And it's
Sounds
like,
about
oh,
right.
yeah, it's like, oh, sweet. Thank you. I'm trying to put out an announcement saying, hey, come check out the episode. And it shuts off all of the entertainment aside from, us.
I mean, what more entertainment do you need?
I mean, all of the entertainment.
It's fair.
And it's great that I have 2 Facebook pages that I need to post on. So, okay, hurry up and post. You got this, buddy. You can do it, buddy.
It's Facebook. He's too busy collecting your data.
That's valid. Okay, let's go. All right. Came right back on when I closed Facebook. Facebook sucks for that. All right, last one. Let me put it in Discord and then we'll get started. Totally matches my vibe right now.
Does it?
No.
Okay.
Do I seem like I'm that calm right now?
Yes. Oh wait.
Like, yes, that's exactly how calm you are right now. It's how calm you always are.
Mhm.
Shit.
See, calm, serene,
Woosa.
serenity now.
Serenity now. Sandra in the chat saying she's here. Hi, Sandra.
Hey, hey.
Tater says he needs uppies.
He needs uppies. That's fair.
He's a little guy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a little guy.
Is he trying to tap gently on your window and has to get the soapbox to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's 100% exactly what he's doing right now.
Poor guy.
He's got his hands up, just staring up, going, uppies.
And you know, Tater, Daddy's working.
I've got things to do. Get out of my way. Well, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to start the show.
Ooh.
Let's get it going.
Distance nerding.
Hey!
Hey. There you go.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Thursday, and we are back here. It is time for Distance Nerding interviews. Yes, to earn the uppies. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your boy, Young Phil. I am the Team Deadpool, and the beard to my current left right now that is attached to the man in the Distance Nerding hat.
Oh, it goes past the window.
Yeah. Returning in his triumphant return because he's been gone for like fucking 2 weeks.
2
Ladies
weeks?
and gentlemen, it's been like 2 weeks, dude.
No, we did Oops All Practice 2 weeks ago.
Oh, well, he's gone last week
Yeah.
when we were talking to Christina on ladies and gentlemen, it is the graveyard.
How's it going? Just extra shows this week. I don't know if you saw who I had on Sunday. Not shamelessly self-plug, but yeah.
I did actually, and I'm fucking jealous, man. Dude, he's been in so many good movies, and just not on that. Just with that, like he was in Batman. He was in The Dark Knight.
Mhm.
It's like let's not brush past that you have like a mafia actor legend on your show that's also been in countless horror movies. That is also fucking he was Salvatore Moroni in fucking Batman.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not paying attention to Graveyard Show, if you're not hanging out in Conversations in the Void, all I can say is you're fucking wrong. You should be watching Conversations in the Void. You should be going to DeLong Fam Cosplay and checking out their channel and checking out everything they do on Wednesday. Now the show that they're doing every other Monday. How did you build that? Sandra, you're in the chat. You can tell me what the name of your new show is. Oh, they said they plugged you on their new show. God, their new show is amazing. They're talking with specifically with like cosplay creators and stuff like that, and like fabricators. So it's pretty dope. It's basically the idea is, hey, have you ever wanted to get into cosplay but didn't know where to start? Go and hang out with DeLong Fam Cosplay.
Yes.
They will get you into that section there and all that right there. Oh, I got a message from Sandra probably telling me to. Oh no, never mind. She sent me a meme.
Is that Tater?
That's Tater getting uppies.
Okay.
That's great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, this show and everything we do here is brought to you by the good folks over at Dubby. Ooh, I almost hit the wrong button for sure. That's right. Dubby is a brand of energy drinks created to help focus concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. Use the code nerding10 and get 10% off your order. So many good things over at Debbie. Whew. Like right there, I've got that big energy tears, baby. That's right.
It's you mirrored your camera, so it's proper.
For once, I know, right? I actually didn't do that on purpose. It was just already there. Yeah. Talk Studio fixed that. That's on their own. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen,
nice.
I know, right? There's still more things that they gotta fix. And also, everybody, excuse me. I think I have like a light cold, but it's not anything big. I've got like a slight cough, so you might hear me going off mic a couple times tonight. Anyway,
it's listed on the full man cold, because a full man cold, you're out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know, right? I've had like a sore throat for like the last not really a sore throat, but I've had like an itch in the back of my throat. It's not really sore, but like an itch in the back of my throat for like the last couple of days. Pretty sure I got the crud from the con over the weekend, which kind of happens.
You know what really helps that? Pickle juice.
Pickle juice, or you know, I need to get into my my deep growl and just start becoming a metal singer.
Or just drink Malort. That'll burn everything.
Oh my God, Malort will kill everything on the back of your throat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's guest is one of those behind the curtain architects of the indie nerd world, a storyteller who lives at the crossroads of comics creativity and community building. You may not always see his fingerprints, but if you've discovered bold indie creators, killer crowdfunding projects, or just conversations that really, really dig deep, chances are he helped make all that happen. He's someone we've had the absolute pleasure of working with before, helping us bring incredible voices to the show, like John and Lisa from Background Noise, who were fun. Mark Maya, who's been on the show twice now. Anthony Stokes, from who did Intrusive Thoughts a couple. A couple, you know, I was gonna say a couple shows back, but I mean, it's been a little while. You know, he's brought on a lot of good people on the show, and we've built a pretty decent relationship with him. Jerry Corrida, it was another person that he brought to us, and I got to reach out to Jerry Corrida because apparently he's been working with Kevin Smith again, and it's like, let's have some conversations, man. Anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, he champions creators, builds worlds on the page, and connects the dots across comics, podcasts, and the wider creative universe. Ladies and gentlemen, nerds of all ages, please welcome to the show. You've probably heard the name once or twice, but now you're going to see the face for the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Jeff Haas.
Hey, everybody. I like the intro. Thank you so much. I'm like, wait, who's he talking about?
He's like, holy crap, that intro, man.
Well done. Appreciate it.
That's you've probably heard a lot of my intros like that. This is the first time you've been on the receiving end of that intro, so it's like
No, I was like, I don't know who that guy is you're talking about, but he sounds pretty cool to me.
That's always the goal, is to have the guest come on like, dude, is that me? That wasn't that. You weren't describing me. That had to be somebody else. And then you go back and like,
you're my hype man now.
I know, right? Hey, you're everybody else's hype man, so now we're hyping you up, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. So Jeff, again, you've probably heard these questions over and over again. You probably had time to think about these ones, or maybe you haven't. But we're gonna jump right into the story here. The first question I'm gonna ask you of the night: if a movie was made based on your life, who would play you and why?
Ooh, God, more than likely, Tobey Maguire, because he looks kind of nerdy. He is that kind of like he looks like he could be cool, but he's not, you know, kind of thing. And that's totally like my wheelhouse right in there. Like I could be cool, but I'm definitely not. And so I think Tobey Maguire is my guy.
I dig
so
that.
Brad Pitt, I would rather have, but I guess I'll go with probably Tobey Maguire.
I mean, I've always said, for me, it's Ryan Reynolds in a fat suit.
So Just Friends.
Exactly. It's Ryan Reynolds from Just Friends. It's him in the fat suit at the beginning of the movie. And Graveyard has the best answer out of anybody.
Yes, I want a different person of age, gender, and race to play me at different ages. I want a 75-year-old Sylvester Stallone playing an 8-year-old me. If Betty White was still alive, I want her to play a 15-year-old me. Chris Rock play the 50-year-old me just for fun.
Could happen.
And never call it out either. Never call out the
Right.
entire movie.
Nobody goes, do you still look different? All right, man. And again, this next question is going to be a very loaded question, but of course we have a segment on the show called Growing Up Geeky. What did you geek out on when you were a kid?
Believe it or not, the same things I geek out now. I'm 46 years old and have not changed in 46 years. As a kid, I've been a comic buyer since I was 9 years old. Baseball card collector since I was 9. Action figures, cartoons, loved them. I mean, Transformers, Master of the Universe, G.I. Joe. In the early 90s, it had to be Batman animated series, Spider-Man animated series, X-Men animated series. I still watch them on TV now, so I will say it's the same stuff I pretty much geek out on now. Unfortunately, I'm not matured enough, apparently, in 40 years.
To be fair, none of us have. I mean, like, we're all, either in our 40s or approaching our 40s. And it's like, I mean, there's a whole reason that we have nostalgia, nerdy nostalgia TV radio shows and everything. So,
to answer James Navarro, favorite year and brand of baseball cards, Topps is always my go-to. I still collect mostly just Topps. 1986 is my favorite year of baseball cards, the first year I started. Beautiful setup, black at the top, that beautiful image. It's got to be 86 Topps is my collection.
Yeah. Do you recall what your first comic book was that you bought?
There's the first one I got. My father used to own a video store called Video King back in the day, and he brought in a few comic books that he was trying to potentially sell them at his store for a little while because he was a comic book geek growing up as well. So there was I believe there was a Marvel team up book. One was Captain America and Spider-Man in a photograph one, and one was Quasar and Spider-Man. But the one I remember the most was the Justice League of America comic by Jerry, I believe it was Jerry Conway, where Red Tornado is flying towards a helicopter, and from that point onward, all comic books like nonstop. It was like that was my thing at that point forward.
I love that immediately is like what got me, like everybody that you ask, whenever you ask anybody like what characters got you into comic books and all this other stuff, and everybody will always go to like, oh yeah, Batman, Superman. You said Red Tornado, and that makes my heart smile.
Well, on Facebook, I am the head of the Red Tornado Appreciation Group.
I fucking love that.
And Firestorm as well, if you're wondering. If you like Firestorm Appreciation Group on Facebook, that's mine as well.
Absolutely. Did you have a crush on Firestorm like everybody did?
I had so many. I have the entire run of the original Firestorm run. I love it. I mean, there's something about a guy with these baggy clothes and fire hair. I was like, this, and he would turn like guns into like cupcakes and stuff. I was like, this is crazy. This is my comic book. I like it.
Yeah, Firestorm is so awesome. I mean, I love when they finally revamp the character, and it's like, oh man, he's more badass. Like, they were just like, oh yeah, we are going to make him both a jock and a professor, and it's just like, yeah, no, he's both incredibly smart and strong and dumb at the same time. It's great.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't wait. He has a new series coming out from Jeff Lemire, who I'll be interviewing in like 2 weeks. I got to see a preview of it. It looks awesome, so I'm very excited to talk to him and geek out about Firestorm with the man himself. So very excited.
Nice. I mean, what issues do you think, or series do you have the most of? Do you think these things?
See, now you're letting me brag. From 1960 to now, every single title with Green Lantern. If Green Lantern's in the title, I own the comic book for every single one from 1960 to now.
Oh wow,
I love that.
That's something like 1,300 comic books of Green Lantern. I got all.
Yeah,
of them.
I'm a massive Green Lantern fan. If Matt Aguilar ends up in the chat tonight, he's also a big, massive Green Lantern fan, and it's like
that he is.
Yeah. What? So I have to ask you, which Green Lantern is your Green Lantern?
Kyle Rayner. I'm also the Kyle Rayner Appreciation Group, but Kyle Rayner is the best. The thing I like about Kyle Rayner, because I was buying for help with Hal Jordan in the late 80s, early 90s, but when Kyle Rayner took over, it was fun watching him grow as a Green Lantern. Yeah. And he would ask questions that I knew the answers to as the reader. Was like, well, he doesn't know about this. And I always be screaming to the page, just like, no, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy. They exist. The Guardians of the Universe. Guardians of the Universe, they exist, and blah, blah, blah. And, you learn that he'd figure it out. You're like, oh, he finally learned what I knew already. Yeah, it was great. I really loved Kyle Rayner. He was like Spider-Man with Green Lantern rings. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, Kyle Rayner is my all-time favorite Green Lantern. Kind of upset that he's not going to be in the series, because famously, James Gunn has said that he's not a fan of Kyle Rayner.
Really, never. I didn't know that. That sucks.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
SpongeBob Gun, unfortunately.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, okay, well, I'm okay with, hopefully we get Kyle Rayner, because I mean, I don't think he can deny the fact that Kyle Rayner is like 90% of Green Lantern fans' favorite Green Lantern. So it's
Yeah.
like, and if he wants to tell any Ion stories, then he needs Kyle Rayner in there. So.
Well, the thing is, too, though, if you're going to do Kyle Rayner, I mean, the amount of stories you need to do to get to Kyle Rayner in the world of DC, it'd be great to know that the universe can last that long for DC. A DC universe that can last, I don't know how many. You basically need like a Marvel level of movies to get to Kyle Rayner, like 20 movies to get to where Kyle Rayner can finally make sense in the storyline. So, I mean, that itself is going to be a roadblock. But, I mean, I assume you got to do something. At least, cartoon, throw him in there somewhere. He's taking over the Green Lantern book with Jeremy Adams in, I think, like a month or two. So they're building him up. So
yeah. Well, I mean, like, because one of the things is where we're jumping into the story in the universe. We have Hal Jordan, we have John Stewart, we have Guy Gardner. So we have the first three. So that means like we can jump into Kyle Rayner, right? If they skip from John Stewart to Jessica Cruz, and they skip like Kyle Rayner, and they skip Simon Baz and some of the other Green Lanterns, like the Earth Green Lanterns, I'll be upset. Like it's like I think we need those characters to kind of flesh out just how big the Lantern Corps actually is.
And can you imagine Emerald Twilight on the big screen? Hal Jordan wiping out the universe on like a silver screen? That'd be the most killer movie of all time. That would be so crazy badass. It'd be amazing.
Well, it almost seems like what they're gonna do is eventually we're gonna get to Blackest Night. And it's kind of like I do want to see that on screen. I would love to see Batman as a Black Lantern.
I mean, there's so much potential for DC to branch out even more than Marvel has branched out with their movies.
Yeah,
with like a horror. I mean, Blackest Night would be the most horror superhero film almost of all time. I mean, it would beat Blade. It would beat Werewolf by Night. I mean, this would be so amazing, better than the Marvel Zombies, because that was a cartoon. It'd be cool if they did live action instead. It take balls, but I hope DC has them.
Well, that really should just, if they can't do it in the continuity, just do the Elseworlds, make it an Elseworlds story, and just be able to have those one-offs, those one-shots, essentially in the DCEU.
Yeah, I mean, I agree absolutely completely. I mean, the one thing, a nice thing about Gunn has said is that he's already announced that there's going to be Elseworld stories, like the Robert Pattinson Batman is going to be Elseworld, so he's already opening the door for that possibility. I mean, so that allows you to bring back the Flash TV show characters in their own. I mean, there's so much stuff you can go back and say, you know what? Not everything that was before was bad. Here's the stuff that works.
Right.
And I'm for it. I mean, I think at this point in the world of superhero movies and TV shows and everything should be on the table. We're at the point where fans are advanced enough to understand how comic books work and movies.
Right.
Everything should be on the table at this point.
Agree.
Yeah, I completely agree. You talk about like 60 plus years of Green Lanterns, right? How do you incorporate that without taking it 60 years to get to that? And let's face it, DCU is lasting 7 to 8 each iteration at a time.
Well, no, I agree 100%. I mean, I know I'm at the moment, the TV show for Green Lantern is going to, if they do it right and they put the real money in it, is going to be something like we've never seen before. I mean, their scope of that show could be immense. And hopefully it's better than the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie, I'm hoping. In the fact that, they can branch out a little bit on what the kind of constructs they're using. But I don't know. I'm excited. I think the new DC universe hopefully will find its footing, and it'll be exactly what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, we need a better version of Parallax, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. That on the big screen, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, if we got like the actual Parallax and kind of like the just scary monster that he is, and it's like leading into again the need for someone like Ion. Like, yeah, we need all that.
I mean, can you imagine the Red Lanterns on a film? I mean,
Oh my God.
That'd be insane. I mean, the Blood River. I mean, this you can do it. You'd have my money the first day. I'd be in costume on the first day.
I made a joke. I made a joke a few episodes back that if we don't get Larfleeze at some point, then I riot.
Larfleeze, he's such a good character. He is fantastic. Do you remember the Larfleeze comic book series that came out? That was wicked fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. There's just something about the Orange Lanterns and Orange Lantern, because there are no other lanterns, but like something about him being, a lantern, but being like the most greedy being in existence. I love it.
And it was fun. I mean, one of my favorite series of all time was the New Guardians with Kyle Rayner. They had all the emotional spectrum, all the lanterns, different lanterns had their one character represented. I think it was like Globulus. It was such a good, like, the little orange Globulus guy. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you should be writing for some Lantern movies for James Gunn.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the head of DC is watching, and they're welcome to send me a contract. I'm on board.
Well, if they send the contract, you have the stipulation of which Lantern would you play?
Probably Atrocitus because my temper. But Kyle Rayner would be the one. On a bad day, I'm definitely Atrocitus, but on a good day, Kyle Rayner.
I love that his go-to is, who would I play? Atrocitus. I'm gonna play like one of the most volatile Red Lanterns that ever lived.
Well, I'm a teacher every day, so I come home angry. What can I say?
That's awesome. So how did you get into writing? Something just from the comic books you started collecting that kind of piqued your interest to become a writer, or is it something you had outside of that?
So basically, like most things, my inspiration was my father. He got me into comic books. He got me into writer because he's a writer himself. He wrote movie scripts, a couple of novels. He's writing Nightmare. He wrote Nightmare Patrol with me, which was one of my earlier comic books. And I used to play my toys, and watch him on the computer writing. Mm-hmm. And so, of course, son, my father, I watched. I was like, I can do that. I'll do that. So I would start writing. He'd read it and comment, stuff like that. And I got sucked into writing. And I mean, it's creating a world is fantastic. I mean, to be able to take your idea, your dreams, and stick it on a piece of paper, and if you do it well, it becomes other people's dreams and imaginations, and that's a great feeling. And so over the years, I would write in school, and then eventually in my 20s, basically cross-gen comics was like a big thing for me in the late 90s, early 2000s. Mm-hmm. And they were opening to solicitations for unsolicited scripts for their company. All right. Okay. And I finally, in my 20s, was like, you know what? I can do this. I'm going to write a script using their creative characters for them, write a script and submit it. So I wrote a script, which eventually became the graphic novel Sanctus. And right when I was about to send it, it got notified that they went out of business. It became news that CrossGen was shutting down. So obviously I never did it. So I changed the characters a little bit. I made it what Sanctus, the graphic novel, became, is what that storyline turned into. And then from there, I just kept on going.
Okay. Now you're talking about the writing novels and comics book. Do you have like a long form that you do with your comic stories, like write almost as a novel and then kind of split it up into pieces?
Basically, how I do it is first I plot out each page. So it'd be like page 1, panel 2, and I break down each panel, and then once it makes sense, which is not always a direct line, I go back and I made it in full script form. So I use like the original script form. I don't use the Marvel method. I mean, when they do kind of like a plot summary, like the artists do it, because I don't know. I know a lot of artists may prefer that too, but I can't help but think that's stressful to be like, come up with your own, just figure it out. I hear some storyline, just figure it out. And I kind of feel like, no, I should let them know, like, this is what I'm looking at, this is what I'm looking for, and make it a little bit easier on them. And obviously, as a writer, we're kind of controlling. That's kind of our, DNA, that we have our babies, and we want to make the babies exactly how we want them. Yeah. And but no, I do full script.
Okay. It's like every time I talk to a comic creator, I always talk about storyboard and stuff like that. My mind always goes to Sam Raimi talking about Evil Dead #2, and he's storyboarding. It's just stick figures, and it's like Bruce Campbell's character with a big hand. It's like, the hand's evil. It's big. Do it.
And it's evil.
Well, from now that we're talking about some of the stuff I did tell my artist was cool looking demon. figure it out. Cool can even just figure it out. Cool can Angel figure it out.
Mhm.
And obviously he did.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm sure there's back and forth. Is like, what's that collaboration process like for you to go work with the artists and really to get your vision that you have in your head onto paper?
Well, I mean, a few things as I've learned as a writer is to trust my artists, right? First thing is the first rule of making a good comic book is find a good artist, right? And good does not just mean good art; has to be good individual. It has to be someone who is dedicated and responsible and is on your team. And that's the three most important elements of a good artist, right? Not just the talent, because there's a lot of talented people, but they fall short in the other two areas. A good artist does the other two things. So when I find that artist and I can trust them, I will be more than happy to let them visualize what they want on a page. I'll be like, this is my idea. These are my script pages. This is what I see in a panel and my dialogue. I trust you're better at visualization than I am. Make this cooler. And when you find that right artist, they will make it cooler because they care. But like the artist I have right now, Juan Amaran, he cares, and he'll come back and be like, "What do you think about this?" And I'll be like, "Cool, or can you, fix this, change that a little bit?" And he's on board. He's like, "Sure, I'm on board. I want this as best as possible. Let's make that change," and he does it. And I've had some really good luck with some artists recently. Brad Shipp and Terminus is fantastic. Frankie Washington was fantastic for the Nightmare Patrol. And those are guys who I've all been able to talk to and be like, what's your vision? And then I tell them what my vision was, and how I kind of want to change it. And we go back and forth on it, usually through emails or Facebook messages. And I think at the end of the day, the product becomes better because the artist is invested in the story and they're invested in you because you invested in them.
I love the level of collaboration that you have going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's crucial, especially when you're creating a comic. You're painting the scene for them, but you can go, give me Demon with 50 spikes, right?
I mean, I think the one I think you issue 1, I believe, when you have the Lord of Gluttony in the Circle of Gluttony, right?
Yes.
I kind of created there's this big guy, mouths everywhere, mouth in the stomach, mouths everywhere, and he just ran with it. And I was like, okay, that was what I had, but at like 10 times better. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And when you're dealing with hell, purgatory, and heaven, it's not like you can just check Google images. You gotta trust your guy to have a vision, creativity. And he did. And I think that's what makes an artist good as well. I mean, he cared enough to go the little extra mile and go, how can I make this cool?
Right. Did you ever play the Dante's Inferno game?
I have not. I've never played Dante's Inferno.
So yeah, I know, right? I don't know about you, Graveyard. I hopefully you know where I'm going with this. Like Gluttony almost reminds me of, and it's still different, but like the Gluttony almost reminds me of Gluttony in or like a character that could live in Dante's Inferno.
Well, I'll say the story is influenced a lot by Dante's Divine Comedy. Basically, it's Divine Comedy, Paradise Lost, Spawn, or like my 3 inspirations.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, you can see the influence because you're talking about the seven circles of hell and different things like that. That's all from Dante.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you haven't, anyone in the chat has not read Divine Comedy, highly recommend it. The poetry takes a little to get used to, but it's not like Shakespeare complicated. It's especially in translation. But it's so good. The visuals are so amazing, and you got to give some guy props for the fact that when he was writing, he put in real people that he hated, made them look like jerks, and forever that's how those people now remember. Like, imagine your worst enemy, and you can write a story where you damn the guy in like social awareness forever. I mean, that's a power. That's amazing.
Yeah. I know when I saw Gluttony, I'm like, I want him to go against Mojo.
Yes. Gluttony fighting Mojo. We've got to. I was gonna say we may need to add that to the end of the show, but maybe we do that right now.
Anybody wants to do some fan art of Mojo fighting the Lord of Gluttony?
Oh my God, yes. Okay, anybody who wants to send us fan art of Mojo fighting Gluttony, which means you have to go read this comic book. Wink, wink.
Well, the problem with Mojo is I could almost see him being completely enamored with Gluttony and then get married. He seems like the guy's like, you know what? this guy, he gets me.
And then throw in the Blob, and you just go crazy.
There you go. Now, for Ryan, the series that we're talking about here, have you been you talk about Dante's Inferno, like, do you have to dive deeper into like heavy lore about other iterations like the Seven Circles of Hell?
Yeah, there was a book that I can't even remember the name of the book. There was a book that someone wrote based on his visions of heaven, and apparently it's considered this most like academic view of what heaven actually what is like to be there, and which is sure, but it's stunning. So I read through that and I studied it. I read through Dante's Inferno, and basically anything that was very much into like mythology and theology. I will argue I'll say I'm not a religious person, but I find the books fascinating.
Yeah.
So I will read through them and and pull apart. I mean, I have a book on the dictionary of on angels, where it has every angel ever named with who they are. And I mean, like I said, it's just fascinating. I'll use that to some of my names of my characters are from that book. As well. I mean, like I said, I'm not a religious person, but I just find probably mythology is not the right word to use, but whatever. The mythology of religion fascinating.
Mythology.
It's just mythology. The lore.
Yeah.
The lore.
The lore.
I don't mean to insult anyone who's a believer. We'll call it lore.
Well, it's definitely a mythos, because it is every other religion and Greek mythos, Roman mythos, Norse mythos. It's all mythos. I always find it interesting, especially like in some of the other side stories of the Bible, that you have angels being these like essentially beholders from D&D, but like eyes everywhere.
He's talking about the Nephilim.
Well, I'm like I said, because let's face it, the religion has some crazy ass. I mean, read Revelation. That thing is crazy. I mean, that's like a horror story on the level of a Stephen King, and you can just read it. I mean, you got to give it credit. Some of the visuals they create are amazing.
Yeah, I agree. But I think what's really interesting, especially when you go into hells and demons, stuff like that, is that you are able to just really free will create anything, because who knows what unseen horrors would exist in the Seven Circles, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the door's open, and what do somebody do? Call you a liar? It's like, that's not there. It's like, unless you've been there, you don't.
That's not in hell. Oh, really? You've been there? Okay. And to be fair, anybody who would correct you on that probably is going to go there.
There's a sort of level of hell for people who correct writers.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So kind of what's you're going from kind of PR into writing. What made you make that big change in creating your comics as creative?
Well, I would say actually something that happened I was writing comics first. So basically what happened was that I guess it'd be a longer story, but bear with me. So I was writing comic books since Sanctus. So I was about 29, 30 when I tried to put that finally the graphic novel together, and then I did Line Patrol. So I started going to comic book conventions to promote my books, as you do. And that's when I met a comic book convention promoter who knew, and basically we talked about it, and I was like, well, what if I could, okay. First, I was writing articles as well for a website called Project Fanboy when that existed. I would write detailed articles and interview people to help push whatever the topic was. Like I was doing indie books, or I think I was doing creating a small market books. I interviewed Mark Wade, like, hey, you tell me about this, you tell me about that. And the convention guy was like, hey, do you need any help getting guests at your show? I talked to some people, I can help you. He said, sure. So I started getting guests, and he would have me do interviews for his convention of people we would want to talk to. And that led to me getting on a podcast where I would interview and be a public relations guy and get guests for the show. I did that for a few years. Then I moved into my own podcast, Reversing the Stars. And in the middle of that, some of the old hosts from the other show were like, hey, I'm promoting this. And since you can get guests, I bet you can get people on other shows. I was like, maybe I can. So then they started asking for my help, and I would get them on podcasts. And then it went well, and then other people would contact me. And then basically, like, I've been doing this now for maybe about 5-6 years, and I never advertise. I don't ever talk to anybody, but they come out to me and they're like, hey, I heard of you. Can you work with me? And I was like, sure, I usually do 3 people a month, and I'll go, that's my max. And beyond 3, I can't help you because I'm going to be too busy. I can't really do it. About 3 a month. And like I said, I don't ever reach out to anybody. They'll find me. And when they find me, I'll go, hey, let me help you out. And I'll help them out. And that's kind of where I became a publicist. It kind of was a road from writer, interviewer, publicist.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good travel path. Though it really is.
It keeps me busy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's interesting how your podcast started. I mean, I love, because obviously we're a podcast too. I love podcasts, and just it's great when the podcast, especially most are, is a podcast of passion. It's what you're most interested in, and I think that's what makes the longevity work for a lot of shows. Is people just aren't just going, what, this is the the flavor of the month, and we're just going to do that show. No, it's the passion really shows through on your podcast when we have that.
Yeah, he is surprisingly similar to us.
Well, like I said, the cool thing is I'm in my 5th season of my own podcast for my show. And I've been able many times to watch a show on TV, text the person involved with the show as I'm watching it, and get them on my show during my viewing of it, which is a cool thing to be able to be like, like a couple of times I'll watch like a documentary, and I'm like, as he's watching, like talking to the guy, and I text the guy in charge, like, hey, want to be on my show, watching your show. And I'd be like, okay, you're on. And then, it's like interactive TV. Yeah.
I need to figure out who your text thread is, where you can just text people that are on these shows. It's like, I want to text these people.
Well, like I said, my text, my cell phone, have the where the phone numbers are, has some surprisingly well-known names on there that I have those cell phone numbers of I can reach out to, and it's crazy when people will talk to me, like people borrow my phone, like the name will pop up, like, hey, is that person? Yeah, that's that person. And I'll kind of move on. For a little while, I had Tom McFarlane's cell phone number, but that's not functioning anymore. But I did. I mean, it's
you've had Joe Casada on your show, man. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, he was on when I was on the other show. He came on, and cool thing, the image person, Spawn Universe promoter, reached out to me when I was with the other show, and he was like, "Hey, would you like Tom McFarlane on your show?" I was like, "Yes, I'm pretty sure the answer to that is yes." I mean, I don't know why you even asked. It's just been like, Tom McFarlane's coming on your show now. This time you're doing it. I'd be like, why even ask? The answer. What the answer is gonna be? Just give me the time. Let me know. Oh, good to know. Yeah.
So yeah, whoever's Jeff's friend that reached out and said, Todd McFarlane's going to be on your show on this time, call us.
Well, I mean, it's. I mean, after a while, it's kind of just like, I mean, it's like anything, right? I send out in a given month probably 50 to 60 emails to publicists and comic book people asking for them to be my guest. And every month I get about 10 yeses, right? So it's not a great batting average, 10 out of 60, but it's a numbers game, and that's how you get there, right?
Right.
So it's a numbers game. I throw out a bunch of emails, and every so often I'll get lucky 10 out of maybe 50 or 60 times. And hopefully, the next year after, next year I'll get a little bigger. It'll be 10 out of every 40, and it'll be, easier. But, I've had some great guests on Traversing the Stars. I've had, like Lance Henriksen was one of the coolest, most surreal interviews I've done from Aliens. That was awesome. William Sadler, people from Star Trek. I've had a bunch on my show. I just got to do the Star Trek press junket a couple of weeks back, and that was pretty cool. So every once in a while, you do something surreal, and you're just like, I can't believe they're talking to me. This is very cool,
Yeah. I mean, I kind of have that on my cell phone with some people, names I know, and people I've talked to on the phone. I'm just looking at my phone like, I don't know how this happened, but this phone could never be in someone else's hand.
Yeah,
I've got Duke Nukem's number on speed dial, man. I mean, this is not. I could text John St. John right now and be like, "Hey, man, how's it going? How you doing?"
Well, I was hearing the intro. Didn't one of you have like Eric Roberts on your show or something like that? I mean, that's crazy. I take him on my show any day. I mean, that's one of the ones I'm just like, who's your guy?
His guy is the internet, and they reach out to him somehow. I don't know how this all happens and how they don't reach out to me. Like, I'd love to have Eric Roberts on my show. Like, Eric Roberts?
Well, if Eric Roberts ever says, "Hey, I got some free time. You know anybody?" Please give my name. Like, you know somebody. Trust me, since you have some free time on your hands.
Yeah, I don't promote my show, but he was a really cool guy, and he was traveling when we did the show, and he's like, you know what, that wasn't good enough. I want to come back on.
God damn. that is crazy. That's one of the people that I'd be envious of, because I guarantee I reached out to him before and I never heard back.
Yeah.
So yeah, whoever your guy is,
I don't know who my guy is. They just show up.
Let me buy him a drink. Would you like a cookie?
Yeah, but I think that's what the internet is really used for. Is we were so used to having to wait in line and maybe have a couple second conversation with people at conventions like that, and as people have realized that doing shows and podcasts is just, it's free publicity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, again, and I act like I was like, oh man, Eric Roberts, but I mean, like, yeah, we've had Rob Paulson on the show, and it's Rob Paulson. Yeah, and Rob, he approached us because we were at LA Comic-Con, and I went to go just get in line and talk to him. It was just like, dude, I just want to nerd out for a second, and he offered us. He was like, I've got some free time tomorrow, man. If you got your equipment, if you want to do a podcast, I'm like, yeah.
Like I said, if they ever have an extra free time, like, we know a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I'll take a few off your hands if you're ever too busy,
I mean, so obviously you probably have that holy grail list, right? Is there anyone that you would just top of your list on the show that you haven't had on yet?
In what realm? Movies or comic books?
Anything, man.
Yeah, anything.
Well, see, comic books, Mike Mignola would be right at the top of that list.
Nice.
I'd kill to interview. I've interviewed some people in his vicinity, like some of the writers that worked on his books. Christopher Golden, some of that stuff. I've interviewed his circle. I've not hit the middle yet. So Mignola would be probably comic book number one. For movies, I mean, if it's literally anybody, I'd kill to talk to Jeff Goldblum. I mean, I literally would commit a hit on somebody if Jeff Goldblum asked me to be on my show. I'd be like, you know what, totally worth it. I'll do this. I would love to talk to that guy.
It's like me as Deadpool, just going like, I will kill anybody to talk to you right now. Just
yeah, I mean, just give me a name. Give me a name. Don't worry about it.
Or I make the joke, 2 tacos and a pancake. I'll kill anybody you need.
That's awesome.
But Jeff, has there any been just flat moments like, holy hell, they're coming on the show, like that you're just out of the body experience for you?
Thomas Jane was a big one.
Oh, dude, Thomas Jane? What
yes,
the fuck?
He's been on twice.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, apparently he's a big into UFOs and stuff, so that was a topic of conversation as well. But yeah, he came on the first time because he was promoting, I think it's called Tropico, something like that. But this is a TV show from Australia that he does this on Amazon. Mm-hmm. And he was on twice, and that was surreal because I was like, holy shit, Punisher's on my show. Yeah, and he's a great conversation. He's fascinating. And like he's one of those guys you think you're like, does he know what show? I mean, did he get on the show by accident? I don't know. Maybe he got me confused with somebody, but he came on. He's been on twice. I invited him back, and it was absolutely awesome.
What I want to know is, did he feel unsafe at any point after he stabbed Kevin Nash for real?
You know what? I wouldn't feel safe. Kevin Nash is a big boy. I wouldn't mess with him.
So the scene in the Punisher where he's fighting Kevin Nash, he's like the silent Frenchman. The scene where he stabs Kevin Nash, I guess it turned out that it wasn't a fake knife. They all thought it was a fake knife.
Oh shit!
And he actually stabbed Kevin Nash.
I did not know that story. I would have totally have asked. I did not know that was a
real And Kevin Nash, being the actor that he is, just kept going through the scene.
Well, the guy's a wrestler. He's probably had worse happen to him.
No, so I guess because there's an interview with Kevin Nash about it, and he goes, so we're doing this fight scene. I guess somebody forgot to switch out the real knife with the prop knife, and Thomas Jane stabs me right in like the rib.
Oh.
And I kind of just like he goes, I wince in pain. He goes, if you watch the scene, you can see me kind of like wince because I'm in shock that I just got stabbed.
You can't kill me. That's what matters.
And he said, nobody thought it was real until after a while the director noticed I was bleeding. And he was like, wait, what happened, man? What happened? He goes, yeah, that knife was real.
Oh shit. That's all. I would have totally asked if I heard that story, but that's crazy, especially because he finished the scene, which you gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Kevin Nash is a fucking badass for that.
Yeah, I would have to talk to Thomas Jane about Deep Blue Sea and, of course, The Expanse.
Deep Blue Sea? That was a good one.
Yeah. I mean, so you've talked to so many people. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I've had a good run. There's a lot of people, that I've always wanted to talk to, the guy to talk to. Like Armin Shimmerin was probably one of the greatest interviews I've ever had. The guy's a genius novel. He's a Quark from Deep Space Nine. David Hewlett from Stargate Atlantis. I've had him on like 4 times, and we chit chat. Even off there, we talked for like 2 hours. I mean, you're like, I was talking to David Hewlett. Through my last interviews, and we were talking. I brought him on the show. We're chatting, and like an hour and a half goes by, and eventually we both go, "Should we have been recording this?" and then we hit record, and we just keep on talking for like another hour and a half. And we're just like, yeah, there was some good stuff before we actually hit the record button.
I can't say that we've never done that where we've just started having a whole conversation and we're just like, we should probably stop and start the show right now.
Yeah, that's very, very true. David Hewlett, awesome work in the Cube.
That guy's awesome. I know we took Cube, obviously Stargate Atlantis. He told me some great stories about Jason Momoa. Apparently they actually are real friends, which is pretty cool.
Jason Momoa is amazing. I have not had him on our show, but I've had conversations with him. He's a really cool guy.
I didn't get his autograph at one of the conventions. I think it might have been Boston Fan Expo, Boston. But unfortunately, I was with my wife, who shook his hand and said, "I'm never washing his hand again." So now I had to compete with that for the rest of my life. I was like, so my wife got to shake the hand of Jason Momoa, and she has never let me forget that.
Yeah, if I ever, and I keep threatening my wife, if I ever got Paul from Is This Cake on our show, that is her like big crush right now.
What do they call it? The hall pass? That's the hall pass?
That's her hall pass right now.
My wife, it probably would be Momoa for my wife. That's probably her hall pass.
Yeah. My wife has mentioned more than once that if she ever had a chance to like link up with Paul from This Is Cake, she would probably divorce me. just so she had a chance to be with him.
Wow.
Just for the chance, not even a guarantee.
Right.
She just calls you, Phil. I think someone saw him at the gas station down the road. I'm just gonna go out for a while.
she would just call me and go, babe, I want a divorce.
Lawyer on speed dial, with the papers already prepared.
At first I would think it's a joke, and she'd be like, "No, I'm serious. I'm here with Paul." And if the minute she says that, I'd be like, "Oh, okay, this is happening. This is happening."
But Jeff Momoa, and you guys being a big huge DC fan, Lobo, is he going to nail it?
Oh, the guy was born for Lobo. I mean, when he was born, his mom looked at that baby and went, his name should have been Lobo. And I mean, he was born for that role.
Yeah, I mentioned it on the show a while back that there is no better person suited to play Lobo than Jason Momoa. He is Lobo, just, like the dude is the main man. That's 100% it.
It makes way more sense than Aquaman. I mean, when you think about Aquaman, I was like, okay, I mean, the first movie wasn't bad. But when you think about Aquaman, you think about Lobo, there's no way in the world you'd cast him as Aquaman instead of Lobo. I don't even understand why you would make that mistake. He was Lobo.
Yeah, he's 100% Lobo. Everything about him, his attitude, the way that he carries himself. I mean, he even rides a motorcycle, for God's sake. The dude is Lobo.
I'm telling you, Supergirl. I mean, I think it's gonna be a good movie. I mean, it'll be different. It might not be what everyone expects from a Supergirl film because people think of like the TV show CW Supergirl, and
Yeah.
but I think it's going to be good. I mean, I think it's going to be different. It's going to have that little bit of Guardians of the Galaxy vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have Lobo, who's just going to take over the movie when he's in it. It's going to be good. I mean, I know there's haters out there, but I'm thinking it's going to be a good movie.
I just think of the 80s Supergirl myself.
It's funny how many people are hating on it, and it's like it's very obvious. It's very obvious that like a lot of the people who are like master haters online, the people who are master haters online are 100%. You can 100% tell these are people who have never read the comics.
Yeah,
when they're hating on like Supergirl or how much people are hating on Superman and everything like that. It's like, dude, he's the embodiment of the comics. Why are you hating on him?
It looks like the first Superman movie. Well, of the Gunn Superman movie. I mean, obviously not the very first one, but the Gunn movie. It could have been a Superman animated episode from the Superman animated series, and it would have felt the same.
Yeah,
I trust Gunn's gonna make some good movies. Not everyone's gonna be knocked out of the park, but I mean, even Marvel had their flops, but they'll be fun and they're going to be hopefully uplifting. They're not going to be so dreary and depressing because I think we need more uplifting movies, less dreary, depressing ones at the moment. And I think I'm looking for what he's going to do. I'm going to trust him until he proves otherwise.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I almost feel though, like you said, Lobo might steal the movie though.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
And even if it's only like a 5-minute scene, you know what I mean? Like he's going to steal that entire movie.
Yeah.
Well, then you're gonna have the Lobo movie itself. I mean, he's gonna get a movie. He has to get a movie.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. I think if you want to introduce that character, it's solo movie, hands down. Hell, have his own franchise.
Yeah, I mean, whether he gets his own movie or not, you never know, but I mean, he is going to be a character that's going to show back up 100%.
Oh yeah,
you are going to see him down the road.
If he doesn't take on Superman in at least one fight, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, and I was bringing up one of my favorite comics within the New 52 run was Deathstroke versus Lobo.
Oh yeah,
I want to see that. I want to see that fight between Lobo and Deathstroke.
Deathstroke deserves a film. I mean, the fact that the new Superman movie is going to have Brainiac, you need Brainiac. There's so many characters from DC that finally deserve the big screen treatment that we have never seen before in any real way.
Right.
Deathstroke is definitely up there. I mean, if you don't have Deathstroke fighting Batman at some point in your franchise, you failed me. As a human being, you failed me.
I almost feel like he has said, James Gunn has said that he is planning on doing a Teen Titans movie at some point. If he's going to do Teen Titans, it has to be Deathstroke the Terminator, because he's their main antagonist. I also feel like we need to give Joe Manganiello another shake at it, because I think he was a perfect casting and he never got a chance to really shine as Deathstroke.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would like to think that. I mean, Gunn shouldn't kick out everything from the last DC franchise. Some of it did work, and there's nothing wrong, I think, with reusing those characters and saying it's the same actor. I mean, what difference does it make? But we're all adults enough to be like, wow, wasn't he in the other franchise? I mean, we're fine with it. Multiple universes, who cares? Put in the actors that worked, right? And he'd be a great Deathstroke. Like I said, but he has to fight Batman at least once. He needs. I got to see him also, like I said, Teen Titans, and you got to have Identity Crisis at some point where he's fighting the Justice League. You got to have some of these stories in there.
All that.
Yeah, I mean, Phil knows my thing that I want to see happen in the DC I want Batman's back broken. I want Azrael to come in live action, and I want the Court of Owls.
Oh God, live action John Paul Valley would be absolutely insane.
Oh, can you imagine the costume if they kept true to the 90s?
Oh my God, dude! If he has the 90s Azrael costume with the armor and everything, oh my God, no, that would be insane.
I can't imagine how awesome that could look. I mean, with the gold, like I said, not the one that he had later on towards Night's End, but like the initial Asbat costume,
right,
would be crazy.
Yeah,
and wailing on Bane, especially if they get a real good actor for Bane, and they don't screw. I mean, Tom Hardy wasn't a bad Bane, but the voice thing, it was a good idea, failed attempt. They needed like a real guy to play Bane and make it true to the story.
He needs to be. Okay, so Santa Prisca is based on Cuba. You need to get an actor who can do a decent Cuban accent.
That'd be awesome. You can find somebody to do that role, and you got to make sure that where they failed in Bane through the entire every film is that he needs to be that guy who's the strategizer. He is intellectually on the level of Batman. He has to be.
Right.
You can't have him be the sidekick. And like Dark Knight Returns, it turns out he was like the second banana. I was like, no. He is the banana. He is the main guy.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't hold it against them in the way that they did it, where it's Talia al Ghul is the one that is controlling him, and it's like that can make sense because there is like a lot of intrinsic connection between Talia and his father with Venom, but like. Again, he is such an intelligent character. He is one of the few characters who was able to outsmart Bruce Wayne, and there are not very many characters in the comics that can do that.
Exactly. He figured out his identity. He's not stupid. I think they confuse the fact that he has huge muscles with the fact that makes him stupid. And it's like, no, Batman has big muscles. He's not stupid. You can be big muscle and make him a regular. But unless he's at the level of Batman, Bruce Wayne intellectually, he's not the rogue that you think he is. He has to be at that level.
I think part of it is also just everybody thinks like they immediately think, oh, he's on steroids, so he has to be dumb. And it's like, well, no. I mean, yeah, he's on a super steroid, but I mean, at the same time, all that does is give him bloodlust. It doesn't make him stupid. I mean,
what was the comic book? Legend of the Dark Knight, Venom, the Venom storyline where Batman takes the Venom drug.
Oh, yes.
You got to do that too. Why? The fact that in the Batman movie, he takes this unknown green adrenaline and shoots him up with, it's like, you have Venom right there. That was your story right there. Make it work. Make him actually be real Venom and have him go ape shit when he has it, and then you can bring in Bane. Make it work.
The problem with the 90s Batman movie was and they admitted this is because Bane was such a new character at the time. What they wanted to do was capitalize on, hey, here's a new character that nobody's ever done. Let's put this new character on screen. And they had never actually read the comics. They just saw he was a big guy. So they were like, hey, we'll do Bane, and nobody's ever seen this guy, and they just made him this big, dumb, steroided monster. And it's like, that is not Bane at all.
Well, let's agree. There's a lot of things wrong with Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things wrong with that movie.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
If I had to make a list of my 5 most hated movies of all time, Batman and Robin is in the top 5.
That's fair. Oh, man. Well, Phil, I don't know if you want to get in some of these wrap-up questions we're approaching.
Absolutely. All right, man. I didn't realize we were approaching time like that. We were having too damn fun with this conversation. So here we go. We're going to jump into some of the hardest questions you've ever been asked. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
All right, man. Here it goes. What is your favorite kind of taco?
Favorite kind of taco? Steak taco.
All right. Steak taco. Any particular kind of steak or just
cooked, ideally?
You want a raw taco?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of raw meat, so definitely a cooked steak taco would be my ideal.
Cooked steak taco. All right. We will go with that. All right. What would you say? And this is purely subjective, so there's no wrong or right answer unless Graveyard says there's a wrong answer to this. What is, in your opinion, the worst horror franchise?
Worst horror franchise. I must admit, I'm going to be unpopular. I would say Friday the 13th. It's so repetitive. Jesus Christ.
Graveyard is not going to 100% disagree.
I love Friday the 13th. It really is one of the best horror franchises I've ever seen.
No, so he did an entire series about how bad those movies are. Like, we love the character. Those movies were fucking terrible.
I mean, it's like a good concept. I mean, the first movie made sense why you did it. Second one, I get it where you're introducing the new Jason, but then you might as well just recycle the same film and just change the background. You know, like use AI, change the background, make it the same movie, call it a day. That's what I felt like about the franchise.
Yeah, like I said, Graveyard doesn't disagree with you on that. What's some advice you might have for anybody trying to get into the industry?
For comic books?
For comic books, yeah.
Damn. I would say probably the best advice to give anybody is practice. Right. If you're depending on if you're going to be a writer, practice writing your scripts. Read a lot. Read everything you can get your hands on. Doesn't have to be even in the genre that you want to write in. Don't just read novels. Read poetry. Read scripts. Read as much as you humanly can. Absorb as much literature as you can. It helps you write. Then I would say make sure you put together a nest egg of money because indie comics aren't cheap. So I would make sure you have some amount of discretionary income that you can start putting towards a comic book because, like I said, they're expensive and artists shouldn't work for free. And then I would say get on social media and try to build a following. And then when that's all done, try a Kickstarter. And then when that one fails, try another one.
Because when that inevitably fails.
Yes.
Actually, I wanted to ask you this, and I forgot to write it, and then the idea came back up when we were talking about your writing for Malik. Did you study prose at all?
Study prose? For as like novels went. I'm an English teacher, so it's my job.
Oh yeah, so so you have studied prose. That's just because the way that Malik speaks and the way that your characters kind of interact and the way they talk to each other. It is very much like there's a lot of prose in the way they speak. And I mean, I think a lot of that also 100% has to do with, again, just the nature of the characters themselves being almost like literary heaven and hell. It's almost like Shakespearean prose makes the most sense for the way that those characters are going to speak either way.
Yeah, I kind of felt that they needed an elevated level of speech, right? It does have to sound somewhat. I mean, if they were saying like, if Malik was like, "Dude, what's up?" It'd be like that wouldn't make sense for it. Like he wouldn't be saying that. He's not from like a '90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, right? So I felt like the best way to present was to give it a little bit of elevation. If memory serves, I don't believe I ever had him use a contraction because I want to keep as formal of a way of speech as possible.
Right.
The other characters change how they speak and then speak in different ways, but I definitely try to create an elevated speech and have the characters all exist as if you can see them existing in the same time period. So one character can't be, sounding almost older English and have somebody else being like, that's Cap. You can't be doing that kind of stuff. So I try to keep it all, relevant to each other.
If one of your characters came in and said that's Cap, I would be done. he just like you have every character speaking in prose, and all of a sudden he comes in, yeah, man, that's Cap. Okay,
that's Skibbity Toilet, man. Skibbity Toilet.
Skibbity Toilet. Right, and then he just looks over and goes 6'7". Like, all right, I'm done. I'm done.
What level are you gonna fight? Well, 6'7".
Oh man, that's good. All right. Speaking of fights, who would win in a fight? Malik, your character Malik, versus Hellboy versus Spawn.
Hellboy would get the floor mopped with him by Malik. It wouldn't even be close. Keep in mind, Malik is at a level where he's fighting and beating Lucifer.
Right.
And eventually he's going to go rounds with God. There's not a lot of characters at that level. Spawn is at that level because he has fought characters at that level, but he's also on a power meter. So now you're just talking about time. Eventually Malik would win.
Okay. There you go. It's the Superman versus Goku argument. Right?
Superman would beat Goku though.
No, he would, and that's the whole thing. It's a Superman versus Goku argument because in the end, for everybody who argues for Goku, Goku is a character that constantly is trying to get to the next level. Superman has no limits. Superman is written as a character that is, according to DC, is as strong as he needs to be.
Yep.
Superman has absolutely no limits. The character with no limits beats the character trying to get to the next level every time.
And the thing that I think people forget about, because I don't know if there's enough people who actually study physics, moving at the speed of light allows for a certain, a victory at a level that you can't imagine. He moves quicker than thought processes.
Yes,
So,
and I've always loved when people articulate that Superman can move faster than people can process thought.
right. I remember having an argument with somebody. I don't know why this argument sticks in my head because it was a stupid argument, but it stuck in my head forever. It was, can the Flash beat Doctor Strange? It was like, yes. By the time Doctor Strange sees Flash, processes the information through his eyes, his brain, processes that information, sends a signal to his body to do a thing, Flash has already killed him. He moved quicker than the thought happened. You can't beat that. Unless he already walks around in the shield all day long, the moment Flash decides to fight Doctor Strange's fight is over. And I can't feel the same way about Superman. By the time anyone fights Superman at that speed, except for the Flash, the fight is over before the guy knows he's in a fight.
Right. The only thing I can think of to counter, that Superman can move faster than you can think, is that technically Goku does have instant transmission.
Really?
Yeah. So he has that is one of his powers that he gets in season 4, is the ability to do instant transmission. So the idea is that the moment he thinks of movement, he can be in that place before he thinks about it.
But wouldn't the movement itself take time? And wouldn't Superman still be
And
faster than the movement
that's where the philosophy gets into play. Is can Goku think of where he's going to go before Superman decides to move?
Right. And the arm. Just as bodies move, the amount of time it takes you, even if you want to throw a punch and you think to know to throw the punch, the speed at which your arm would make a movement is still Superman is faster to process that, know where you're headed with that hand, and still beat you.
Right.
The speed of light, moving at that speed allows a victory on a level. As I said, not only is it faster than thought, but the punch created by moving at the speed of light can shatter planets. The fight, the punch would be, I think they call it like infinite punch or whatever it is. The amount of mass created by that speed would obliterate anything it touches.
And that, again, that's one of the arguments that people have for Goku is there's a lot of times where Goku is in a fight and he's moving faster than people's eyes can see.
Okay.
So there are a lot of times where there have been fights where if you go to like Goku versus Vegeta and some of the fights in the cartoon, all you see is when they stop to clash. Yeah. But then they're moving faster than anybody can keep up with. So there was a scene in season 2 where Gohan mentions, like, I can't even see them. What's going on? And Krillin goes, they're moving faster than my eyes are able to keep up with.
Well, I will say the Justice League movie that came out from Zack Snyder, it wasn't a great movie, but with the scene that worked, it's probably one of the greatest scenes in comic book history. Even though I hate the movie, I love the scene. Is when Superman is fighting the Flash, and when he's the bad Superman for a second, gone crazy, and the Flash running to him, he notices that Superman actually sees him moving, and that look on the Flash's face like, oh crap, he can actually see this, is a wonderful scene, and kind of does illustrate the fact that Superman can detect things with his eyes moving faster than light. Right. So he would still see Goku moving. He still can operate at that speed, and like I said, I hate the movie for the most part, but that scene is one of the most genius superhero scenes I think I've ever seen. Because the look on Flash's face is just perfect. Yeah. When he realizes that moment, it's just great.
Yeah. And again, I mean, in the end, my argument is always that Superman wins that fight. But I'm just saying there are things that with like abilities that that Goku has that can kind of be on the level that Superman is on. But in the end, it comes down to the fact that Superman is going to win that fight either way.
Well, I mean, let's face it, Superman's superpower is to always win. I mean, that literally is like his power. He's going to win every fight. That's literally built into his, like a mutant ability, sort of like Squirrel Girl or whatever. It's like his power is to just always win.
Squirrel Girl's power literally is to win every fight that she's in.
Right.
All right. So I got off topic here for a second, but what's next for you, man? any I mean, obviously we're promoting Malik right now, but are there any other projects you want to promote or anything else that you're doing? Any shows that you're going to be doing anytime soon or anything like that?
Okay, so after Malik issue 3 is done, I'm going to be moving into End of All Terminus issue 3. That's going to be probably in April, maybe May at latest.
Yeah, and I definitely want to talk more about End of All Terminus because I love the concept of that book. It's so
cool. Thank you. Nightmare Patrol is finally going to be completed.
Yay.
The goal is in the next year. That book it's a 4-issue miniseries so far, but there was a 12 issues plotted. So the other 8 issues are guaranteed to be done. They'll be done within the next year. Malik issue 4 will probably come back around sometime around September, October. So I have a very busy year ahead of me for books. That's why people need to back Malik on Kickstarter, because the sooner it gets back, the sooner I can get this done and move on to my next books. So please back it as much as possible. 28 days left. And then my podcast is, like I said, we're in the 5th season. Oh, I'm in the 5th season of it. I got some really cool guests. Hal Rail from Transformers, the voice of one of the Transformers. He is one of the Insecticons. He'll be on the show.
Nice.
I have a voice actor from the old Super Mario TV show as well from the 80s, because we're going to do like this 80s flashback thing. Like I said, Jeff Lemire will be on the show. Paul Jenkins, the creator of the Century, will come back, talk about the new Century series. It's a very busy year coming up. My new client is having his book comes out on February 16th. Doug Mercada, he's a judge from Fortune 5.
Oh, Doug Mercada. No, we've got a couple mutual friends with Doug Mercada.
Yeah, so his book launches on the 16th. Called Lineage. So he's my new client. I'm very excited. So I got a lot going on. It's gonna be a busy year.
Nice. Yeah, no, we're friends with all the guys from Lumpia.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
I like to be on talk and make sure he gets on your show.
Hell yeah, dude. I love to have Doug Mercado on the show. Will it cut? All right, so that's where we're gonna go eventually, and there's will it cut. Where can everybody find you, man? If anybody wants to follow you and everything that you're doing, what social media, websites, any plugs, man? What are your pluggables?
All right, so far, like I said, Kickstarter, Malik 3, live now. Back it, please. You can find me I've on every social media possible. I've forwarded myself on so many platforms. Blue Sky, I'm there. I'm on TikTok under Traversing the Stars. Blue Sky Traversing the Stars. Facebook. You can find me. You can find Malik Lane Devil has its own group. You can find me on Instagram under Vector Comics and also Traversing the Stars. So there's 2 accounts there. See what else. See. Well, technically, I'm also on Reddit. I don't really use it that much, but I'm there. Mostly to promote my podcast and stuff. So yeah, if you're on a social media, I'm there somewhere promoting something. So just keep your eyes open. If you're in a comic book related group or movie related group, chances are you've seen a post of mine promoting something, whether you like it or not. And it's
Awesome, man. Well, dude, thank you for coming on and hanging out with us, man. We highly appreciate you coming on and talking with us about Malik and all of your other work, man. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
Absolutely. So we're gonna jump into the next segment here, man. You're free to hang out with us if you've got to get going. We understand because we're kind of giving you an out if you've got other things you got to do. But we're gonna.
I do appreciate that. I am a teacher, so I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m, so I am gonna head out.
Yeah, no worries, man. So yeah, we're gonna go and do jump into the brackets here for the rest of the night. But we appreciate you coming on, man. Thanks, have a great rest of your night.
Thank you guys so much. Have a great night, guys.
Right.
You too, man.
Bye.
Bye.
It's
a lot of fun, man.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely love this book. I mean, again, we got to it. It was so good, man.
Yeah. So Phil, give us an update. What are you building?
So what I'm doing right now is deconstructing the kit that I was getting ready to do, but this is the Endor scene, specifically the Endor speeder scene. So I already took apart all of the rest of the kit. I am currently taking apart the speeder bikes so that way I can go and rebuild everything here in a second.
Nice. That's cool. I was going to jump into that Goku conversation, but not that I necessarily know enough about you know, Superman and all his power set. But if Goku was able to have quantum entanglement that moves faster than light, if does his his transportation essentially be quantum mechanics and quantum physics?
I want to say that his instant transmission has to do with quantum mechanics.
So that is faster than light.
Yeah, because the whole thing is they never explain it, but it's an ability that he has where essentially if he thinks of a place that he wants to be, then he can instantly be there.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's yeah, because physicists can't explain quantum entanglement because it happens instantly. It's faster than anything else. Whatever you do to one, instantly happens to the other.
Right, and again the idea behind his instant transmission, it's basically he got when Namek was destroyed, he survives because he gets inside of like an escape pod, and that escape pod lands on another planet, and he helps save the people of that planet.
Yeah,
and they teach him how to use instant transmission. And essentially, again, if he thinks it, then he can go there. So like, the only thing is he has to know where he's going. Right,
gotcha.
But like there's a whole scene where when he first does it, like he's trying to get to King Kai's planet, and King Kai's planet is like in another dimension.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I need to get to King Kai's planet. So then he tells, like, everybody's like, oh, how are we gonna get there? It's gonna take so long. He goes, no, it's not. And he grabs like Krillin's shoulder and then just puts his finger on his forehead, and they're instantly there.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, so it's like he has this ability for instant transmission. So basically, in a fight where he, like, if he were to use instant transmission, the idea would be like, okay, he's fighting somebody, they're beating the shit out of him. If he looks over at like, oh, here's a place like 50 feet away that could that could keep me safe, then he could like instantly travel to that place just because he's looking at it.
Okay. Yeah, that would I think that would do it.
But again, the argument that we were making is with Superman, he can decide to do something and do something before you have time to even think about it.
Right.
So if you have a character that's able to do things faster than you can think, right? Like that entail says that Superman is able to make a move and do something before you even have time to think about instant transmission.
Huh. I like it.
That's where this whole fight gets complicated, is because the abilities that Superman has been known to have. And when people get angry and they're like, so basically he can do anything. Yeah, that's literally how he's written.
Yeah. Yeah, that would.
It is literally how Superman's written. Superman is written to be able to do whatever he needs to do when it needs to be done. So when people try to say, how do you explain him punching a planet? Because he can do whatever the fuck the writer wants him to do.
Yeah, that would do it. Interesting. All right. Well, you ready to get into the brackets?
Let's do this. How many people we have in chat right now? We've got 2 people in chat. What the fuck?
Don't know. I blame
James.
I do too. Hands down. That's where we blame him. All right. So we are at the 90s cartoon bracket still. Part 2. Tater's still here. He still needs uppies. Poor Tater. Poor Tater. All right, so to recap round 2 of the 90s cartoon. Superman, the animated series, beat out Wildcats. Street Sharks beat out the new Batman Adventures. Rocket Power beat out Home Movies. Family Guy beat out The Critic. Back to the Future beat out Arthur. King of the Hill beat out Bonkers. Iron Man beat out Aladdin. Real Monsters beat out Batman Beyond. Samurai Pizza Cat beat out Dragon Tales. And Super Fighting Robot beat out Freakazoid.
Super Fighting Robot. Mega Man.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right. So next up, we have, this is going to be a really, really tough one to pick from. I know. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs versus Spider-Man the Animated Series. I know. This is tough one right off the bat.
I don't want to say, I don't want to vote off Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. But between the two, if I had a choice to watch either of them right now, it would be Spider-Man.
Oh, hands down. Hands down. Yeah. I don't think it's a contest, but
Super Fighting Robot.
I know.
Songs in my head now.
It always gets into my head. It always gets in my head. Even though I haven't watched it in years. Yeah, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is great. But you don't know about Knights of Aguilar's here. If you don't know about Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, the title gives it away. It's about Cadillacs and dinosaurs.
Matt Aguilar's in the chat. I love you, Matt.
Yeah, so this unknown thing called Spider-Man the Animated Series, I think, is moving forward here. And I want Spider-Man 97.
Yeah, oh my god, if they do a Spider-Man 97 or just something in that vein, like just a continuation of Spider-Man, be so good.
Oh, easily. They need to do it. Marvel, if you're listening, because we know you are. We know you listen to everything we say and do. You'll make it happen.
Oh. Somebody just invited me to a group called 80s, 90s, 2000s Nostalgia. I'm about to go and post in that shit and say, guys, we're voting on best 90s cartoons. Get here now.
Do it. All right. Like I said, no surprise, Spider-Man, says Tater as well. All right. Next up, we have the best therapist, Dr. Katz.
Yes.
Versus Warning, incoming game, Reboot.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's unfair.
To who?
To me, Dr. Katz or Reboot. My intuition is saying Reboot because I love that show, and I went back and rewatched it like 2 times when I was a kid. You know, and it's like for as much as as shitty as the animation was, and how fucking like how much it doesn't hold up for early CG, the story was good, and it was something that I still wanted to watch.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, God, I want to say Reboot.
I mean, Chat's saying Reboot. You're saying Reboot. I'm saying Reboot just because in one game they go to a cabin in the woods. A guy with a chainsaw for a hand and shotgun appears. Clearly not Evil Dead, because they can't call it Evil Dead because
right. But it is 100% an Evil Dead reference.
Oh, hands down. Yeah, so Reboot is definitely back. I think that show should make a comeback.
Oh my god, dude! If they did Reboot with like modern technology, I'm curious at like how good that would be.
All right, Disney. You have all this stuff for Tron. Take that stuff from Tron and do a reboot instead.
I think Disney actually owns that property.
They do. So instead of getting the franchise killer Jared Leto, just do reboot.
And you can make jokes. Oh my god. You know how many fucking jokes you can make
Uh-huh.
about reboots because of that show? Oh, Disney, you have to do it.
We know you're listening.
We know you listen to us ever since I started talking shit about your master Bob Iger. I know you guys monitor us because we're anti-Disney terrorists.
Yes, that we are. All right, so reboot is moving forward. Next up, we have everyone's. If you want to call a SWAT, make sure to call the SWAT Cats.
I knew you were going to say SWAT Cats, dude.
Versus, you wouldn't like him when he's angry because he didn't get his Go-Gurt while riding his skateboard and wearing his Jinko jeans from the 90s. The Incredible Hulk.
SWAT Cats.
Mm-hmm.
SWAT Cats holds a special place in my heart.
What's that?
Because
left ventricle?
Yes,
okay.
In the left ventricle.
Okay.
No, SWAT Cats does hold a place in my heart because it's one of those shows that I, like as a kid, I made sure I watched.
Mm-hmm.
But the Incredible Hulk was a part of that, like that whole Marvel connected cartoon universe.
Yeah, it was.
And it was like specifically what I loved about that series was like the amount of times that like they would work with the Fantastic Four.
Yep.
Fantastic Four was like the linchpin series back then.
Spider-Man was.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're right.
Everyone appeared in Spider-Man. Very few crossovers into X-Men, even like other than Captain America in the last season, which was just atrocious.
Yeah.
So we don't count that season for anything.
The Captain America cartoon was.
Oh
no, they just didn't know what to do with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even Spider-Man has all the different people that got the different versions of the super soldier serum as like that they aged drastically. They had like the powers of the super soldier, but they had like to put on rings to utilize their powers.
Right.
So you going SWAT Cats, Phil?
Absolutely going SWAT Cats.
Okay.
No, Incredible Hulk.
Well, I'm just asking because we have two things for SWAT Cats here in chat. So.
Tater.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tater.
Matt, you said SWAT Cats?
Yeah, he did.
Over the Hulk?
Yeah, I'm going Hulk. So if you're going the Hulk, we are tied.
We're tied.
Yes. We can't have that. That makes Hulk angry. Where's Sandra?
I know.
So let's see here. Yeah, it's SWAT Cats rules. It's okay to be wrong, Matt. It's okay.
SWAT Cats versus the Incredible Hulk.
Yes. Yep.
I just put it in our little group chat, so it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Super fighting robot. God damn it!
Mega Man. Come
on. Mega Man.
All right. While we're waiting for other people in the chat, we'll put that one on hold. But next up is Pepper Ann.
Pepper Ann.
Versus Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
Oh, I want to go Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
Oh, I'm going there. I'm hands down going there. Yeah, it's just one of those things that's just so good.
It's just like there's something about the animated Crypt Keeper that just worked.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Oof, says Tater. That's not one of the options there, Tater. Oof is not an option. Sorry. Crypt.
Hello there, kiddies.
There you go. There you go.
Bring back another scare.
Aguilar says Pepper Ann. Tater says Crypt Keeper. I'm definitely going Crypt Keeper. My wife would kill me if I said Pepper Ann, if I didn't say Pepper Ann, but she doesn't listen, so yeah.
She doesn't listen to the show.
So there you go. There you go. And she'll just go, well, you're wrong. And like, well, then you didn't vote.
Yeah, if you would have voted, then you maybe they would have won. But Pepper Ann didn't win because you didn't vote.
James says opposite Tater. So James is saying Pepper Ann.
God damn it, Tater.
All right. Are you going Tales from the Crypt Keeper?
I'm going Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
Okay. Okay, just trolling Crypt Keeper. Yeah. I was about to say, Matt, I'm like, I mean, I guess Pepper Ann's a friend of the show, but yeah.
And happy belated birthday to Tater and Young Phil, and early birthday for Shadu, wherever you are. Also, happy birthday to Sandra, even though she's not in the chat right now.
I said Shadu. No one knows Shadu's real birthday. Facebook just thinks that he's born today.
Yeah, Facebook had the wrong day for his birthday.
Yeah, but Tater's birthday is what is with this week with everyone? My goodness,
I don't know. Tater's birthday was last week.
Okay,
my birthday was on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Sandra's birthday was on Saturday.
Everyone just having kids right before Valentine's Day. That's the wrong way.
Well, no. What is it? What's 9 months from the Valentine's Day?
Before?
Yeah.
That would be July. So 4th of July.
4th of July. We are 4th of July babies.
There you go. Did you enjoy your birthday cake in the back of Young Phil's truck?
Good callback, James. Good callback. I'm not even looking, and I know that's James.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is. All right, James. While you're here, James, your vote matters. You're the swing vote here, James. SWAT Cats versus the Incredible Hulk TV show. Which one's better?
The cartoon.
Cartoon. Yes. I'm giving James all the power. All the power.
James, you must feel powerful right now.
Opposite Tater. All right, the Incredible Hulk it is.
Yeah. We win.
Yay. Hulk not smash as much. Still gonna smash, but not as much.
Hulk smash that ass.
There you go. All right. Next up, we have everyone's favorite family stuck in Safari, the Wild Thornberries, versus just 3 idiots named Ed.
Oh, come on. I was getting ready to do Donnie. I was just going to go. But then we have the other idiot in Ed.
Oh, they're all idiots. Ed, and Eddie. Yeah.
I mean, Double D is like a smart idiot.
You see, he's an idiot savant.
He kind of is.
Okay.
Because like he's like somewhat smart, but the thing is he hangs out with 2 other idiots. So that just kind of makes him an idiot.
Kind of like how Mo is supposed to be smarter than the 3 Stooges, but the other 2 are also idiots.
Yeah.
They bring him down. Okay. Is Ed and Eddie just an updated 3 Stooges?
They kind of are. Because Ed is or Eddie is always trying to come up with schemes.
Mm-hmm.
Ed is an idiot, and Double D is like he is actually very smart. Like he knows like he's book smart, but he's not street smart. So he's the kind of guy that could like figure out like calculus and do like different kinds of like equations in his head, but he's so socially stupid that he kind of just things don't work out for him most of the time.
Fair. But what's your vote, Phil?
Oh man, I gotta give it to Ed and Eddie, man. Just because I feel like, again, if there were between the two shows, if I wanted to watch one right now, it would probably be Ed and Eddie. I like the Wild Thornberrys back in the day, but Ed and Eddie, I kind of gravitate towards it because a lot of the jokes were more in line with, like, kind of like a slapstick sense of humor.
Fair.
And I also really enjoyed friend of the show Peter Kalamas's performance as Rolf. You dare fight the son of a shepherd!
I've not seen a single episode of either of these, so I'm letting everyone else vote for it. And so Ed and Eddie is moving forward.
Yeah.
All right. This is another toughie. You ready?
Yeah.
Hercules, TV show, versus South Park.
Oh, South Park.
Yeah.
South Park. I liked Hercules. There were like interesting things that were in there, but I mean, the whole thing was about him being a teenager and doing the trials and everything like that. South Park is, I can go to any season of South Park and find something that I like.
Yeah. I obviously love South Park. So.
Yes, South Park is infinitely quotable.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's got to be South Park.
Yeah, Chad agrees. South Park. This was my concern about putting South Park on here. So, but we'll see. All right, so that's round one complete. Moving
round
on.
One, fight.
La Parca de la Salsa. That's almost Spanish. Almost. All right. Next up, we have Superman, the animated series, versus Vin Diesel's personal favorite, Street Sharks.
That's right. He did the commercials, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was like his first, the first thing he ever did in his career. He did the Street Sharks commercials.
Yep.
Superman.
I
love Street Sharks. Again, I love Street Sharks, but Superman Adventures were so fucking good. We got like so many kind of like staple versions of characters that we know and love. Like Metallo was really good on that show. Mr. Mixelplick was really good on that show. Played by fucking what's his name? Gilbert Godfrey.
So I you know what though, I can see that one.
Gilbert Godfrey is Mr. Mixelplick.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good. If you've never seen it, you've got to go and watch it. It's so good. There's like at least 2 or 3 episodes where he plays Mr. Mixelplick, and it's just like the first episode he's just kind of a prick. The second episode he comes in, the whole thing is like he's like Rumpelstiltskin, right? Like you have to say his name backwards.
Yeah.
So he comes in as an imp to go and just kind of mess with Superman, and Superman would just like walk up and like not even thinking, just say his name backwards, and he'd get so pissed off because he was just like banishing him every time. He's like, ah, damn it.
So it just, I had to look it up because I'm like, I know Bruce Campbell was on the Lois and Clark TV show. I'm like, he would have been the perfect character for that. But I know someone else was when they had him on there. But he was like Bill Church Jr. Like, no, Bruce Campbell should have been Mr. Mixelplick. I hands down should have been the childish imp playing with Superman. But James, so how is Superman versus a ripoff Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a thing? Well, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is also a ripoff. So, it's like saying, if Treat is imitation Spam and Champ is imitation Treat, is Champ closer to Spam because it's imitation of an imitation? or do you not want to know where that comes from? But I'm saying Street Sharks because not Superman.
That's right. Mark Hamill played Toyman in that too.
Yes. When Vin had hair, yes, Vin had hair at one point in time. Who knows if he still does? I doubt it. All right, but that means Street Sharks is moving forward because
fucking Street Sharks beat Superman. What the fuck?
Yeah, James didn't vote.
This shit is rigged.
I mean, maybe. But your Batman got out there, rightfully so. All right. Spam is just spam, and spam is delicious. If you like your meat coated in Vaseline, I'm sure it is.
If you like your meat coated in Vaseline, that's fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, I do not like spam in the slightest, and I think the idea of spam sushi is disgusting myself.
Spam masubi, I love spam masubi.
Disgusting. All right, you demand a ring count. Well, you voted Superman. Did you though? You didn't at all. Nothing says Superman in here until you just now. Well, then fine, James. It's tied. Is that what you want, James? You want it to be a tie? It's a tie now. Yes, I do. Okay, well, then it's a tie. That means you have to get someone else in chat to vote for it. We'll leave that as a tie for right now. But next up is Rocket Power versus Family Guy.
Rocket Power versus Family Guy. Family Guy takes it for me. Again, I love Rocket Power. It was a show that I watched all the damn time. There it goes. It's a show I watched all the time. It was really fun show, but Family Guy is one of those shows that just endures.
Oh, hands down. Like I said, especially the earlier seasons were definitely better.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped off watching Family Guy personally, like a couple seasons ago.
It seems today.
Yeah. Yep.
All you see is violence on TV and violence in movies and sex on TV.
There you go.
Where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely?
Oh, Taylor says Rocket Power. Ooh.
Lucky there's a Family Guy.
Yes, but Family Guy is definitely moving forward. All right. Next up, we have everyone's favorite propane and propane accessory salesman, King of the Hill.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
Mm-hmm. Versus Back to the Future.
So I knew eventually this was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I love Back to the Future movies.
Mm-hmm.
Did not particularly love the show.
No.
So I am going with King of the Hill because I think King of the Hill is a much more enduring show.
Oh, hands down. Like, because that's what everyone wanted from the Back to the Future franchise. Like, do you remember his family? No. Let's make a show about that. No. We're doing it anyway. Okay.
And I mean, technically that makes him a Time Lord.
Does it though?
Yeah, it does.
Well, sorry, Back to the Future. Your incest has to stay in the past. It's King of the Hill's moving forward. All right. Next up, we have everyone's favorite ally man, Iron Man, versus Real Monsters.
Oh, okay.
This is a difficult one.
It is. Iron Man, that cartoon, again, when we talk about like high level 90s Marvel cartoons, Iron Man is up there with a lot of them.
And the most accurate Mandarin we've gotten.
Yes, and that's what I was going to say is that version of the Mandarin was so good. And yeah, there's that. But then All Real Monsters was one of those like oddly satisfying shows.
Yes.
Because it was one of those shows that shit, like I don't know, I shouldn't have enjoyed it as much as I did. You know,
We were talking Iron Man the animated series, Matt.
yeah, the one from the 90s, man. The one where
Yep.
in the intro he's flying over a desert and the Mandarin closes his hands.
Yep. Sorry, continue.
But like Our Real Monsters, like I love those characters. Like Ipkiss was such a fucking weirdo. Crumb was my favorite character.
Hands down.
Yeah, there's of all the characters in that show, just there was something about Crumb, him and his weird holding of his eyes and his stinkiness. And kind of like his unsure nature of himself all the time. Like, I don't know if this is a good idea, guys.
Yeah. He's essentially Stephen Root.
Yeah.
Character personified. All his characters combined.
Yeah, he kind of is. Just every Stephen Root character that's ever been done.
This crowd. Oh man, I'm going All Real Monsters just because that show. I rewatch All Real Monsters more than I do Iron Man, so that's why I got to go.
Fair.
Which one are you going with? All Real Monsters.
I don't know, man. I still kind of want to say Iron Man.
You can say it. It's okay. It's a safe space, Phil.
Right? I might actually go. Actually, I think I am gonna go with All Real Monsters.
All right. Oh, that's a shame that Trevor Slattery would be disappointed with you.
Wouldn't have been the first time.
That's fair. We were disappointed with him as well the first time.
I was very disappointed with him the first time. I finally started watching Wonder Man last night.
Yeah.
Got through the first 2 episodes, and he's fucking masterful. He's so good. And it's like, it's a character that I did not want to like. And he's been done so well that I'm just like, I'm over the slighted feeling that I have had of that character.
That's fair.
You know, that now am I still upset that they did what they did with the Mandarin? Yeah, kind of I am. Because I thought that would have been a really good version of the Mandarin. But I do like where they ended up going. I like that they ended up redeeming the Mandarin down the road.
Still not close to accurate.
No, but he's fucking badass. The version of the Mandarin that's in Marvel now is like I did like the update with instead of the rings, he's got the armbands and he can use them as like power rings.
Yeah, but the whole point of Mandarin is each ring did something different.
And there's no one that says that they still can't do that eventually.
I guess, other than holding a zombie virus at bay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have the Battle of the Animes. We have samurai pizza cats that are kind of robots, and who would go against those robots and take their powers? That's right, super fighting robot Mega Man.
Mega Man. Super fighting robot. Mega Man.
Yeah, I mean, is it really that big of a challenge here to figure out which one? I mean,
there's no fucking contest here, dude. No. It's fucking Mega Man, dude.
Yeah, like I said, the Mega Man. It's especially when it came out. Say Wong says Samurai Pizza Cat.
Say Wong said Samurai Pizza Cats.
Wow. Is it because it's because the robots aren't big enough for you in Mega Man? I think that's it.
It's because he's just trying to go for another Ninja Turtles clone. It was like Japan's Ninja Turtles clone.
The dialogue was what wins, Say Wong. Spark Manager will Mega Man X appear in Mega Man series, which is great. But, oh man, I was so happy when Mega Man X showed up in Mega Man the series.
Yeah,
even just for a little bit. He was much taller too.
Even though they just called him X.
Yep. I mean that's Light's nickname for him, so it makes sense. All right, next up. Yeah, Mega Man's moving forward. Next up, Spider-Man the Animated Series versus Reboot.
Spider-Man the Animated Series versus Reboot. Spiderman.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah, I think Spiderman is. We got to vote for my boy Art Spiderman.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone's ever going to be able to top that J. Jonah Jameson from the animated series, but obviously I was proven wrong with the Sam Raimi movies.
Oh, dude, J.K. Simmons was so good as. I want Spider-Man.
Yeah. This is all. Say Wong. This is all. Say Wong has 60s or 90s. So this is the all 90s bracket. So 90s.
You would think it's 90s, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Spearman. No, it's like I said. I think the Ed Asner did a fantastic. J. Jonah Jameson. Ooh, nice.
Quick, jam their was it? Yeah. Quick, jam their comm links. Center switch.
I like that he knew that for something that he's never ridden before.
Yeah, I know, right?
And that's what it just says, for jamming, press here.
I also like that if you look at the Luke Skywalker, he's got one black hand.
Yeah.
He's wearing the glove.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I love Reboot, but nothing beats Spider-Man animated series.
No, yeah. Reboot is a show that I absolutely love. And again, I talked about earlier about how much I love Reboot, but Spider-Man the animated series is not only just one of those shows that showed what you can do with that kind of animation, but there's so many fucking Easter eggs, and I love the way that they integrated new storylines directly into the show as they were coming out. Yeah. So like the fact that, again, we were talking about how much we hated Bane in Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah. They integrated Venom and Carnage into that show as they were appearing in the comics. And they did it accurately.
Way better than Sony could ever hope to.
Yeah. Like they did it extremely accurately. Like, I love the way that they brought Carnage on because he was such a fucking psychopath. He was exactly what he was supposed to be.
Oh, for sure.
Like these were people. Obviously, they were getting the guys that were doing the show. It was very obvious that they were getting advanced copies of the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were writing those storylines. They were just like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna adapt Maximum Carnage directly into this right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we're at that time, Phil.
Are we at the time?
We are.
Okay. So guys, all I've gotten so far, I got the base done right here. I was putting some of the grass in right there. Next week we'll get more into it and start doing more of the stuff and everything like that. Because we're at time, let's go ahead and let me change the camera here so you guys can see me.
Ooh.
How's it going, guys? It's such a good show. It's been good all night. All right. It's been a good show. Grave, please tell everybody where they can find you, man. All the different things that you got going on.
Yes, I am Graveyard co-host of the Mostly Pod at Night, Mostly podcast.
They mostly
Pod.
at night. Mostly.
And I realized I forgot to edit the episode for tonight. So until this very moment, I forgot.
I was excited for you to say what you guys had done. Like I was like, oh, here's what's going on this week, so I can be excited for tomorrow. And I was like, oh, okay. You didn't do it.
Completely forgot. It's been a very busy week. So follow us on social media at Pilot Night. Check out Conversations in the Void, where we have new and interesting people all the time here. It's been an absolute blast. And we are, let's just say we may be premiering the Fairfield County Ford at a theater in New Jersey. And if you think of the best theater in New Jersey, maybe that's what it will be. I can't say. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you pull that off? Did you guys just call him and say, hey, can we put a movie in your theater? And he's like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Maybe.
Seriously?
Maybe. So
I need to find a way to get the fucking Smod Castle. That's just like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I already want to go to that theater, but the fact that now there's a movie that my friends fucking made that is gonna premiere at fucking Smod Castle. Okay, no, there's no official word. I
didn't say the name of the theater. I just said a theater in New Jersey.
You didn't say anything. Okay,
nope.
Just guys, look up Smod Castle if it's the chance that it is at Smod Castle. I may have already shit myself. All right, let's continue.
Yes, continue. So there we go.
That was
that's it. Yeah.
All the things.
I have to add the episode. I'll have it released tonight.
There you go. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know how I am, your boy, Young Phil, Distance Nerding. Of course, all the things that we got going on. Oh, that's right. We got merch, people. We got merch, people. Please check out our merch store. It's streamlabs.com/distance-nerding/merch. All the fun merch stuff that we got going on over there, guys. We've got different versions of our logo in nerdy logos and nerdy fonts and things like that. We've got a couple of original shirts. We've got cups and drinky drink things and all that kind of stuff. All the fun stuff, guys. Make sure you head over to streamlabs.com/distance-nerding/merch and pick up some of our new merch today or tonight, I guess. With that being said, of course, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, the shows that we do. I believe we are not doing a show tomorrow.
I believe that would be a correct statement, because
all right,
no one's really gotten back to us.
So we are not doing game night tomorrow, but I believe we're going to be doing Jet Nerdy next week. So be on the prowl for that, ladies and gentlemen. Have something you want to discuss, connect with us on all the places, all the social media spots at Distance Nerding. Or if you have an email, send us an email. If you want to write us a poem, if you want us to read your dirty laundry on the show, everything like that, send us an email at distancenerding@aol.com. We will read it live on air. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us. I'm assuming that the DeLongs aren't in the chat, but if they are still in the chat, Bruce, go to bed, buddy.
Go to bed, Bruce.
Nighttime. Time to go sleepies. It's time to lay your head down and go night-night. Okay. Thanks, and keep nerding together. We will see everybody this Tuesday for more Distance Nerding. Did I say thanks and keep nerding together? I think I did. All right. Yeah, there we go.
Did now.
You did now. All right. We'll see everybody later.
Bye.